Welcome to the Whisper Mill Club. This booklet has been produced so that people can join the exciting world of storing and using whole grains, legumes and edible seeds. All of the material in this book is on our website. Now, why would you want to use whole grains, legumes and edible seeds? Because they have all the nutrition that our bodies were designed to be nourished with. And to start with, we'll look at wheat. Not just ordinary wheat, but organically grown whole grain, which is simply full of protein and all of the nutrients that we need to not only nourish our body, but to keep us healthy and alive and active for a lot longer than you will ever experience by using white flour products or refined grain products. To make a loaf of bread, it is convenient and simple. Here is our wheat, and we simply place the wheat into the whisper mill after we connect the flour mill. And we switch it on, put the wheat in. Does it all for you. And within a half a minute, there is our wheat, converted into fine flour, ideal for making really nice bread. Now we need to load up the bread maker pan with the ingredients to make the bread. Very, very simple. First we commence by getting some yeast, a bit of bread improver, and let me explain the importance of using the correct measuring. These are standard measuring spoons, so that we use those with the recipe. Instead of putting 3 different spoon loads in for 1 3/4, we have worked out how to put it onto 1 teaspoon, the 1 3/4 standard teaspoon onto 2 of these teaspoons, which makes it easier when you are actually loading up your bread maker. Only takes about 3 minutes to load everything into the pan ready to go into the bread maker. So we'll start using this spoon. 1, 2. We don't use packet yeast, that is the dried packet yeast. We use either Lowen's or freeze-dried yeast. They are the best to use. So we take 2 spoonfuls of yeast, then some Celtic salt, 2 teaspoons. Why use Celtic salt? Because it comes straight out of the sea. It is not refined in any way, so it's full of all of the nutrients, the minerals and the trace elements that we need for our health. 2 of those. Then we need to have either honey or sugar, brown sugar, not white sugar. White sugar is poison. 4 of those. Nice level teaspoons. Makes it very easy. Then a standard cup, 1 cup, to measure out 4 cups of flour. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cups of flour. Then some olive oil. We use the Australian olive oil, which is first cold pressed, extra virgin. 2 tablespoonfuls of olive oil straight in. Then to measure 350 mils of clean water. And we simply make sure that you've got 350 mils exactly, and then you pour the water in. Take the contents then and load it into the bread maker. All of the ingredients are in the bread maker pan. Simply a matter of placing it into the bread maker. Whatever make of bread maker you have, you need to try it, because some bread makers do not have a whole wheat setting. The Panasonic has a whole wheat setting and a timer. Most of them have a timer. It is better if you get a bread maker with a whole wheat setting. Now, once you've got the pan in there, then it's a matter of then setting your bake cycle. That's a 4-hour, 5-hour, and we're going to set the timer so that when we go to bed, all we have to do is get up in the morning and pull the bread out and it'll be nicely baked. So we'll set the timer here. These are in increments of 10 minutes. So we're going to set it for 8 hours. Assuming we're going to bed at 10 o'clock, we'll be able to pull the bread out. There we are, 8 hours. We'll be able to pull the bread out, freshly made, at 6 o'clock in the morning, or whatever time you want to set the timer for. Good morning. 7 o'clock in the morning, got up out of bed, go to the bread maker, switch it off, open it up, and there's our loaf of bread. Wow, that's hot. Oh, I need some gloves. Oh, there we go. So we'll empty this out. There's our loaf. High top loaf. Beautiful to eat. The texture is so soft, easy to digest, and the beautiful thing about it, of course, because it digests so easily in our body, it immediately turns to blood glucose, which gives us energy, stimulates the brain activity. Just wonderful for kids going to school. Cut their sandwiches out of that. They'll live happier and healthier forever.